on Non-League Connect this week. Barwell stage a grandstand finish to earn a share of the points. Loughborough Dynamo get hit for 5. The weather decimates our FA Vars fixtures, and Heather St John's undefeated start to their league campaign is finally over. So yet again, the weather decimated the majority of our non-league fixtures, none more so than those involving our teams in the FA Vars second round. The Leicester Nirvana Westfields game was postponed. That match will now take place on Tuesday evening, along with Shepshed Dynamo's rearranged tie with Cadbury Athletic. Lutterworth Town and Loughborough University will also have to wait for FA Vars progression, as their respective games were also called off in what turned out to be a rather disappointing Saturday afternoon for our non-league sides. 10-man Harborough Town went out following a tough afternoon and a 6-0 defeat against Atherstone Town, as did Quorn, who were beaten 3-1 away at Sporting Kelsa. Here's a disappointed Quorn manager, Martin Carruthers.
Bitterly disappointed. The unbeaten run's now come to an end. Lads are gutted, we're gutted. And in all honesty, we keep saying that the quality of the referees and decisions are going to turn for us, and unfortunately the official with 2 big decisions today have cost us. Best team we've played so far this year. We come under immense pressure. We had a game plan, 1-0 at half time. The game plan was working despite the pressure, wave after wave after attack. We stood firm. Dan Chapman has to come off with a cut to his head. They equalised, dubious push on the back stick for Jack Henchcliffe. No problem at all. We regroup. And then, it's a nothing foul on the edge of the box. He gives a free kick. Even their players, said it wasn't a foul. But I've already told Adam that it's a free kick straight down the middle, and he should save it. And that they got their tails up. That's 2-1. But as a cup game, we're still well in the game. We made a little change just to be a little bit more attacking and try and get back in the game. Their striker goes through, puts it wide. The referee gives a corner. They score from it, and it's 3-1. And it's decisions like that put you out of big cup competitions at crucial times. But saying that, Raheem Reid still went through 1v1. Their keeper saves he had a 1v1 that he missed first half. We still had 4 golden, opportunities to score. But once again, in crucial moments of games, we don't defend well enough. Despite a spirited performance and working ourselves into the ground, just didn't go our way today.
Colville Town's scheduled league game away at Alvechurch was called off due to a waterlogged pitch following a mid-morning pitch inspection. But one fixture that did go ahead in the Southern League Premier Central Division, our non-league game of the day, Barwell against leaders Hendersford Town at Kirkby Road, Simon Matheson.
A stunning comeback from 4-1 down saw Barwell take a point against league leaders Hendersford Town at Kirkby Road. Goals from Brady Hickey and Jamie Towers saw them at 4-2 with just injury time to play, when Talani Omatola and then Sam Hollis popped up to get 2 more goals and seal a 4-4 draw for Barwell. For Barwell, this was a game that they were looking to do well in, having won 7-2 on Tuesday against Bromsgrove Sporting. Scoring 11 goals in 2 games will certainly make Barwell feel confident ahead of an FA Trophy tie next Saturday at home to Redditch United.
And afterwards we caught up with the delighted Barwell manager, Guy Hadland.
I'm here with Guy Hadland, Barwell manager, after a fine comeback to draw 4-4 with Hendersford Town at home, the league leaders. Guy, what was your view of the game?
Roller coaster. It was exciting to watch. Certainly the last 10 minutes, it was unbelievable. I haven't seen that for a long time. Take the point. Really happy with that. I said before the game, we'll have a point out of it. Disappointed in the mannerism of some of the goals that went in, went 4-1 down, and I didn't think we deserved it, but at the same time the goals weren't good enough that were going in the back of our net, so we should have defended better. Great character, lads come back. I always knew there was loads of goals in this day. There was, on both sides, there's a mistake in it with the weather and the conditions of the pitch. But end result, I'm really happy.
And lots of goals this week. That's 11 goals we've scored in 2 games, so goal scoring not a problem for us.
No, we've got pace in the side. We've got plenty of goals in the side. Just if we can stop the other side, which we've been off late, to be fair, but if we can stop the other side, we'll pick more points as the season goes on.
Loughborough Dynamo's game in the Northern Premier League South East Division also survived the weather, although in hindsight, possibly wished it hadn't. Watching their away fixture at Ilkeston Town and a disappointing 5-0 defeat, Kieran King.
Loughborough Dynamo suffered their 4th away defeat on the bounce after they fell to a 5-0 loss at Ilkeston Town on Saturday. Alex Marshall scored a hat-trick within the first 16 minutes to put the hosts in total control. Dynamo grew into the contest, but they didn't create many clear-cut opportunities. They therefore were punished as Rod Orlando Youngs netted a second-half brace to put the game out of sight for the Attenborough side. The Moes stay in 12th place but remain without a league victory on their travel this season and are struggling to find any kind of form at the moment.
After the game, we caught up with Dynamo manager Lee Attenborough.
5-0. How do you respond to a game like that?
It's a difficult one. Again, I've said this week in, week out, when we lose games, it's difficult to take. We train well all week. Tuesday was a great session, Thursday was even better. And the lads we were buzzing for today. We came in thinking good surface against a team that's going to play football. We were really excited for it, really looking forward to it. And within 2 minutes we let in an absolute shambles of a goal, compounded by another mistake for 2-0. And then obviously at that point, your confidence is drained, heads are down a little bit, and the game becomes difficult. First 20 minutes, strangely enough, I thought we were the better side, and I think we were 3-0 down. Just through pure mistakes, individual mistakes, bad goals to concede, and then on our part some sloppy finishing as well when we were in good areas. And but at that point it was difficult. Half time wasn't about coming out trying to get a result. The game was dead at half time. End of the day it was done. Watched might show a bit of character. I think we did for 20 minutes, but it's not enough.
Yeah, the poor away form continues. What do you put your away form down to?
Confidence first and foremost. I've got to look at what I'm doing as well, because we're setting up in a similar way to what we do at home, and we're getting great results at home. I'm picking the same players, similar shapes, and for one reason or another it just isn't coming off, and I've made changes. I brought 3 defenders in 3 or 4 weeks ago, thought that was going to do the job, and it's not. So it's back to the drawing board again. Whether that be personnel, whether that be shape, tactics, a lot of thinking to be done.
And you've got another game on Saturday. How are you going to change to maybe get the 3 points?
Well, it's difficult because again we've lost away before and then we've responded with a win at home. So it's a question for me is, do I change it, or do I trust our home form, trust us to get another result, and then in the next away game look at what we can do. But that's obviously for me to talk to the coaches and the staff about, and like we always do, prepare for each game and set up a game plan.
Heath and St John's were also in league action, taking on Highgate United. Watching Saturday's MFL Premier Division game and their first league defeat of the season at St John's Park, Josh Reed.
In MFL Premier Division action, it finished Heath and St John's 0, Highgate United 1. The goal for the visitors coming late on and through the penalty spot. It's Alex Price scoring that goal. The penalty was awarded in controversial circumstances, as the Saints believed it not to be a penalty kick. That means Heath and St John's suffer their first defeat of the season as their undefeated streak comes to an end. As for the visitors, Highgate, very important 3 points as they look to progress up the table.
Finally, there was only one game in the UCL Premier Division of note, but unfortunately Anstey Nomads' away fixture at Sleaford Town was, not surprisingly, postponed, with the Eslesford Park pitch underwater. From the non-League Connect team and myself, until next time, take care.